I'm getting ready to start part 2 of traveling through Sevierville and Pigeon Forge along Route 441. I broke it up into 2 segments because the north, which is towards 40, more often has restaurants, hotels, and dinner theater shows or just shows in general. Once you get south of Weirs Valley, which is closer to Gatlinburg, you get more into the fun activities, the go-karts, the arcades, the tracks, the smaller tracks I told you about in the other one. So it definitely has a split. Now, Weirs Valley is just up on the next block. It only goes 1 block this way, and that's the shortcut I told you to Dollywood out the back way. It does go for miles the other way. So it is a short road that way, a long road that way. Over my left shoulder, you can see one of the trolley stops. Fun time. On this particular trip, I'm going to go all the way to the end of the strip to the National Forest in Gatlin, at the outskirts of Gatlinburg. And in a separate video, I'm going to do the island, and I'm going to do the old mill, which are 2 side spurts kind of. So they'll be done in a separate. This is a Saturday morning, so the traffic's going to be a little harder, but we shall go. On we go and to our next adventure. Right in front of me is Weirs Valley Road. Again, we're going to be going straight. It is sign number 3, road number 3, light number 3. When you start getting into this part of Pigeon Forge, all the lights are numbered. That's going to be important because many directions will tell you what light it is at. So this one here is Weirs Valley. It is light 3. To the left of me on Weirs Valley is actually a very, very good show. Red Skelton. He does a phenomenal job of have time. It's not very expensive. It's not a huge theater, but I heartily recommend it. I'm going to be pulling over a lot. There are only 3 major food stores in this area, like I told you. Just past Weirs Valley on the right is the Publix. If you go down Weirs Valley for about 1/8 of a mile, there is a Kroger's, and about a mile up along 441 is Food City. Again, I'm going to be zipping in and out. All these parking lots kind of follow 441 along, and it's easy to zip in and out of these parking spots. Getting out into the road might be a different problem, but again, it is Saturday morning, 8 o'clock, so we have a good shot at it. To the left coming up, you're going to see the big Ferris wheel. That is the easiest way of spotting the island. It is an adventure in itself. It is an island adventure. Margaritaville's there. Pirates Adventures to your left. Again, that's one of your 2 major shows. That is a Dollywood show. That is the brand new one that opened up. To the right is Reagan's Pancakes. Again, it is the highly rated pancakes and breakfast place, but it is a buffet style. To the left is Alcatraz East, the Comedy Barn, and the Chicken Frizzles, where Mary and I normally have breakfast. It is a fun chicken show for the smaller kids, and it is buy what you're going to eat. Alcatraz East, which we did go by, has a lot more of, well, if you're like into electric chairs and methods of torture, that's the place. My son and I went. My wife decided to pass. On the right is the Red Roof Inn. Some stores on the right. The left, you'll see there's arcades. There's another raceway. Veteran store on the right. Oshkosh on the right. Country music on the right. Jesus Saves. It is 3 Bears, a small shopping center. Stateside, they have actually live bears in there. I've never been in it, so I don't know. Dollywood, the little Dolly factory store on the right. If you're looking for quilts, that is the place. Left, you'll see one of the stacked car rest tracks that I talked about. To the left, they're always building something new. They never reuse the building here. If it goes out of business, they rip it down and build it up again. On the right is Mountain Breeze Motel. I've stayed at that motel. It's nice, quiet. Free Krispy Kreme donuts in the morning. Maples Motor Inn on the left. Dollar General on the right. You're going to have a Lost Treasure miniature golf on the right, Willow Lodge on the left, Big Daddy's Pizzeria and Arcade on the left, Hardee's on the right. Alamo Steakhouse is supposed to be very good. I haven't eaten there yet. I'm not really big into steaks. I'm more into seafood and chicken, but I hear it's very good. Indoor skydiving on the right. Again, I've never done it, but I imagine it's one of those huge fans where you float on the breeze. To the left is the Conte Center. So if you take a left, this is Jake Thomas Road, Light 5. That is where the convention center is, and massive events that they have quite often. And also that's a back way of getting into the parking lots for the island. I have a police officer next to me. Shoney's to the right. Pink Jeep Tours just opened up here, and Pink Jeep Tours is to the right. Shoney's to the right. Again, more arcades to the left. CC's Pizza to the left. Red Rooster Pancake House to the left. To the right is Hanahan's. Cheddar's is to the right. Now, one of the advantages of Cheddar's, it happens to be one of the locals. It is reasonably priced. I've eaten there quite a few times, and it's home food like pork chops, fish, that type of it. It says scratch from the chicken. I can't argue with it. It's always been good. Fantasy Golf to the left. This is a major strip on the left. Fun shop. Again, another arcade. Racetrack to the left. Taco Bell to the right. Speed Zone to the left. You're going to be heading up towards the Old Mill, which is light number 7. Again, I said we're going to be doing that as a separate adventure. That and the island. It's just so much going on in those two places. I'm not going to fit it in on this video. To try and keep it at a length we both want. Small shops to the right, t-shirts to the shop, Vacation Lodge to the right, Riverside Tower to the left. Advantage of some of these are they're very close to the trolley, which is the trolley center is in the Old Mill. So if you are not bringing a car, you might want to stay close where you can walk across the bridge to the Old Mill and get on the trolley. Colonial House Motel on the left, another McDonald's on the right, Corky's Barbecue on the right, Golden Corral on the right, Riverside Motor Lodge on the left. Food City, this is the third major store that I showed you or told you about. Next year they're going to be opening up a new one next to the Conte on the next street. So this will be going away. IHOP on the right, Wendy's on the right, Arby's on the right, Baskin Robbins on the right, Neo Japanese Grill. I've never eaten there. I like Japanese food, but I'll have to try it sometime. Pizza Hut to the right, Comfort Inn and Suites to the right, next to Denny's. River Chase on the left, Quality Inn on the right. Top Jump, very popular, has a ninja course and trampolines. To the right is Texas Roadhouse. Lodge at Mill Creek to the left, Best Western to the right, Dollywood Stampede, the most visited show/food event in Pigeon Forge area. Great if you have kids. The horses, you get Cornish hen, you get a full meal at it, and a lot of horse events. It's a lot of fun. Cracker Barrel to the right, KFC to the right, Waffle House to the left. Again, a lot of small shops, as you'll see. I can't even possibly name them all. I'm just trying to name some of the major places that you might be interested in. Captain Jim's Seafood on the left. I've never eaten there. Pancakes to the right, Smoky Mountain Pancake House. Pilot, that's where I get my gas. I use Pilot a lot. The coffee's good. 8 tracks, some more tracks. Krispy Kreme to the right. You got to bring your kids to Krispy Kreme. You can watch the donuts being made, being cooked, and you can stand at the end of the line with your box, and you can get fresh Krispy Kreme donuts right out of the machines. To the right is Wild Bear Inn, one of my favorite places to eat. I happen to like German authentic food. I like the brew house. I like German food. Their pancakes come out in a platter, 4 pancakes on a wooden tray, if you want to call it that. The food, their bratwurst is good. Their Black Forest cake is probably the best in the world. We finally made it to the dessert menu by ordering just a few entrees. There were 4 of us. We ordered several entrees, skipped the main course, and got to dessert finally. But either way, their entrees are excellent. I heartily recommend it. Now, we are right at the end of the strip at this point. Right in front of us, you can't see it because the camera's facing towards me, is the entrance to the Smoky Mountains. So you're at the end of the strip. Across the way, you're going to see a few RV parks. You have Riverledge RV Park. On the strip, there's very few RV parks. Most of them are 1/8 of a mile, quarter mile to the right or to the left of the strip. I'll be starting videos on individual campgrounds soon. And remember that I'm going to be starting all of them from the Lumberjack Theater back where we started this video, so we can give you some sort of direction on where to go. Again, this is Hughes from Outdoor Staycations. Give me a thumbs up, a like. Again, these are going to be Pigeon Forge specific. I recommend you come into this area. There's a lot to do, as you can see. Again, thumbs up, subscribe, safe journeys.